Kyle reviewed. Like and subscribe.
Hey guys, just finished watching Black Lightning, Season 3, Episode 4, The Book of Occupation, Chapter 4, Lynn's Ouroboros. This episode was definitely really interesting, especially dealing with if Lynn kind of being kind of controlled by the ASA into kind of just taking green light and stuff. That was really kind of interesting how they were kind of doing that and she was trying it on herself. I like that twist there, how she was pushed to that, and the idea that they kind of tricked her. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like the idea of her trying to take it because that's what she is, but then seeing that that Odell kind of tricked her into doing that, I think that is an interesting idea. I guess it makes sense than her just kind of taking it for some silly reason, but she was kind of like almost, she was almost tricked into taking it type thing, tricked into push off the cliff. They're just trying some, right? So I think that was definitely kind of interesting idea, but I don't understand as to why he wanted her to do that. It makes no goddamn sense why he would want her to do that. She's the only one that can actually, save these things. Obviously, he wants to weaponize these metahumans with powers and stuff. And turn them into soldiers to fight the Markovians and all that stuff. But at the same time, so if he kills off the one person who can save these metahumans, then, she becomes infected just like him. I mean, how did he know that the way he, subliminally changed her and had her kind of, pushed her towards the idea of taking some green light? How did she know he know she wouldn't just take normal green light and she would actually go through and test her own stuff, and not just take regular stuff and accidentally go off that ridge, or take one of the new stuff that she created herself, which I don't know how he pushed her to actually do, making a safe version, or what she thinks is a safe version, to then all of a sudden, needing it desperately to the point where she takes an unsafe version that gives her the disease and the virus that's killing all the people who took the regular stuff, right? So I don't really understand as to what his point is, what's his end game. It's like, oh yes, he gets her addicted, he has that power over Jefferson, Black Lightning, and all them and all that stuff, but he still at the end of the day is going to lose the one person who can save all these metahumans. He probably wants to be able to control Black Lightning, Thunder, and Lightning, and be able to really control them, to kind of to have them be working for him without any problems or anything like that. And having Jen being hooked on Greenlight is a perfect way to doing that, or Lynn being hooked on Greenlight is a perfect way to do that. But if all of a sudden they start dying because of their powers, then Lynn's not there to really kind of do anything and stuff. And these people have been dying so fast from the green light. It's like where there's too much risk there involved. So it just makes no sense on Odell's point, to kind of hook her on green light this fast and all that stuff. It just seems too much of a risk on his part. So it's interesting with that. It was. We also get a bit of a storyline with Jefferson finding out that Anissa has been playing as Blackbird and stuff. That's kind of an interesting story. And then we see Grace kind of freak out and transform in front of him and stuff. That was an interesting reveal. It just felt a bit kind of, I know she's a bit unstable and stuff, but at first it just felt kind of a bit, childish, I guess, because she freaked that little, like, father and daughter kind of family problems had her blow up just like that. I don't know. I feel like it would have made more sense. It would have made, like, it's not her. I guess she is kind of, with everything going on in the town and the ASA taking over, she is scared for her life and all that stuff, and she doesn't. Her emotions are all mixed up. It just seemed like a bit of an overreaction on Grace's part. Instead of having her completely transform and lose it, I would have had her just kind of, maybe drop a glass type thing, and you see part of her face kind of changes. Jefferson notices it, she partially changes, and then she drops a glass type thing, and then walks away. Instead of just like a tone it down, her reaction to it. I could see her being scared of the situation type thing, but I just feel like it's a bit of an overreaction because it's just a family scuffle type thing, and not just family politics. Like Anissa said, just an overprotective father. So I don't know. It just seemed like a bit of a slightly overreaction. I could see her having a reaction, but just kind of would have toned it down a little bit than that big of a reaction. But it's interesting to having Jefferson knowing that that Grace is a meta too. So I think that's quite interesting there. And it was, then we got the end, we got the, like, when they went to the police station and tried to break the people out and stuff, and the ASA guys couldn't see anything, or acting like it's pitch black, which it wasn't, and yet in the same exact goddamn room, you got these red lights and stuff that's giving us access to see everywhere. Nissa did not need those glow-in-the-dark glasses or anything like that. That was kind of terrible. And then we had Henderson in the same room where these ASA guys couldn't see anything, and Thunder and Blackbird was able to take them out without them even seeing anything coming. Henderson was able to tell other cops, don't engage type thing, just like that. So it's like, that didn't make any sense in that situation. It would have made more sense as if, we had Henderson, if they had actually darkened the room for us not able to see anything and only show us through the through the lenses of Blackbird, and then have Henderson kind of, tell one cop to not, and then that just kind of passes along the chain of a couple of cops type thing, just like, no, let's let it be, right? And it's just doing it on their own without Henderson really telling them, right? They're just kind of trying to uphold the law, right? I think that would have been a much more better moment, and it would have made more sense than just having these ASA guys not able to see in the dark, but even we could clearly see everything was going on, and it wasn't dark whatsoever. The ending, though, of this episode with Jennifer flying up into space and stuff, which how was she able to breathe is a question. It's always so many questions with that ending with Jennifer and out in space and stuff. She can fly into space, she can breathe into space. How is she breathing into space? What was that? Was some sort of phoenix? Was that sort of like her powers going crazy, doing some colors out there? It looked like she almost got hit by some sort of phoenix force, but I didn't really understand that last scene there. It looked pretty beautiful, and then the special effects were spot on, but it just seems kind of weird. We also, interesting thing here, it says on IMDb that we only have 2 more episodes, only 6 episodes this year. So that could be interesting to see as where things go. We do have to this Monday coming up, we don't have any episodes, so we have to wait till the November 11th for another episode. So that'll be quite interesting to see as to where things go. And if it does end with only 6 episodes, it would be interesting to see as to how things kind of things end here, enough time for it to, for us to have Black Lightning in the crossover. I hope that this show has some sort of connection to there, maybe something so that it's just Black Lightning, maybe something that allows us to take this whole show and put it all into one Earth later on in the crossover. So we'll have to wait and see as to where things go. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Okay, Kyle has a YouTube channel called Kyle Reviewed. It's about Marvel and DC. I happen to know a little bit about DC since my initials are DC. All right, so if you like Kyle's interviews and videos and reviews and everything like that, then like and subscribe. If you don't like them, well, maybe you're just not a comic book fan.